Hey guys, it's Ignacio, the co-founder of GPT Chain, and today I have a question for you. That is, what if you could automate your work by just typing like in plain English or your native language? This is exactly the topic of this video, in which I'm going to show you how to create your first prompt chain to automate a full workflow, that you can do it even manually or automatically with GPT Chain. So let's see it, guys. Today we're going to leverage this prompt engineering technique that is prompt chaining. But before that, because many people were asking how to install GPT Chain, I'm going to show you. So let's say you already were convinced and realized the power of GPT Chain and the great deal this lifetime deal is, and you got the version of GPT Chain. So now you just gotta download the latest version of GPT Chain that is available this way soon in the Chrome store. Just download it. So that's what I'm doing. We're just gonna wait. Okay, it's done. I'm gonna open the location of that file, unzip it, and then I have this file that it's called dist. In this case, I have a lot of versions. It will be called just dist for most of you. And now I'm going to show you how to install it. So we're here in Google Chrome, in the GPT Chain account. That's a thing that is coming soon. And you just gotta go to Manage Extensions by clicking here in the Extensions button. So let's go to Manage Extensions. Habilitate the developer mode in this case, and load an unpacked file. That is going to be that one that is called dist 14. So this is it. And now we have GPT Chain in our account. That's it. Okay, now with that set up, you already see that I have a prompt ready for the use case that I want to show you. That is basically for content creation. I do a lot of content, mostly for LinkedIn, and I want to create a model that can help me generate the first draft for every idea that I have. With this use case, we're gonna indeed show you how first to train a conversation using good prompting techniques, and also leveraging the memory that ChatGPT already has and knows about you. And then we're going to see how to use, for this same use case, that is pretty simple, how to leverage the variables and the iterations so we can do this at scale and leave it working for us for as many ideas as we have, and then we can take them and work and improve on them with ChatGPT. So this is great, and we can do it all with even a free subscription, even without being logged in. So let's see it. So now we are into ChatGPT, and here I have a prompt that is the one that I'm going to use to set up this conversation that is very structured. But let's open GPT Chain because we're going to use it. So let's log in into our account using the email that we used to purchase, and then the password of us. And here we are. I'm going to close it and save it for later, because now I want to explain this prompt to you that says the following. It's using a RASI framework that is basically doing the role. So here is asking for the role of content strategy with an specialty in LinkedIn and creating hooks. The action that is creating content. The context, so here is asking and leveraging the function of ChatGPT that already knows a lot about you because it has like a memory, a big context window. So here is asking to remember about the way that I like to write and about my personal brand, and make a brief summary of it. And finally, some instructions that here I'm actually using a prompt technique that is for having high risk or high stakes. It's a better way to define it, because ChatGPT that way makes a much better result because it takes it much seriously. So Let's use it. Okay, so let's run it. Here we're seeing it. So it's gonna take a while to remember and take all the context. But as you can see, it's getting it right. So AI automation, indie hacking, no code, GPT chain, developer, and yeah, it's taking it like really good. So while it's doing it, now I'm going to train it on how to do the visuals. So now here's a reference of the type of visuals I want you to generate inside this conversation. So I'm just gonna paste a format that I'm already using. That is this one here. That it's just a reference. It's not gonna make it like completely good, but it's like a draft. It's something that I can use to have better ideas. And yeah, that's it. Let's train it on this too. And when it's done, we are now going to do the prompt chain. So while it's generating and getting trained, I'm going to build this prompt chain. So my idea for this prompt chain is to first generate the content for LinkedIn, then do it for Spanish because I have an audience in Spanish, and then give me like a visual of it so I can then use it for an inspiration with my Canva template. So in this case, I'm going to just call it example for content. And let's go. So here we have it, example for content. We're seeing ChatGPT doing like a really good result of this. But well, let's... So as you can see, it finished generating here at the left. And now let's focus on the prompt chain. So first we're gonna do that same structure, that is having a start node that we're gonna add, and the end node that I'm gonna add to use later. For this chain, I'm thinking to do like basically 3 prompts. The first one for LinkedIn post. So this one will generate a LinkedIn post. I'm just gonna set up the structure first. So the start node, the LinkedIn post. Then I want it to translate to Spanish. Please translate that content to, in this case, the language. This is a variable that I'm already setting up. So here it is. And finally, a visual. So visual. That I'm going to ask to please generate, keeping the style you are trained with. Please generate a visual for this content. Okay, so I'm just gonna fix the errors here, create the node. Okay, there it is. And here I just gotta connect the nodes. So here I have the visual, the translator, and the LinkedIn post. So let's connect it all. And now I'm going to explain it by finishing the first one. So this is going to what the chain is going to do. So first I'm going to ask for a LinkedIn post. So it's going to be for a specific idea. So for the following, in this case, idea, please generate a LinkedIn post in a code block so I can copy and paste easily. Do it in the style I like, please. So here it is, just making sure everything is good, it's written good. And just a quick explanation, here I'm leveraging again the memory and the purpose that is already trained. But here you can put like an example of the exact output that you want. But well, that's something just to mention. And as you can see, here we have it, the start node, the LinkedIn post, the translator, and the visual. So in this case, as you can see, first is going to ask for the following idea, please generate a LinkedIn post. Then translate that post to a language. Good. And finally, please keep the style you're training it. Generate a visual for this content. Okay, so I'm going to edit it a little bit. So just like this. Train in. So exactly like this is going to run, and as you can see, we have two variables. That is the idea for the content and the language. So that's what we're going to fill. In this case, I have a bunch of ideas now written here that I want to execute for future videos and tutorials for GPT Chain. And in this case, I'm going to grab the first one. So that is about how to build this first prompt chain workflow. That is exactly this video. And I want it to for a Spanish version too. So in this case, let's do that. And as you can see, it will now run, it's saving. And now let's do this chain. So yeah, hands off. And as you can see, it's telling here for the following idea on how to build your first GPT chain workflow, please generate a LinkedIn post. And as you can see here, it's doing it. And I believe it's doing it very good, actually, and in the style that I like. No emojis, like good formatting, spacing, and I believe also copywriting that I can also improve on here inside ChatGPT. And finally, as you can see, it's generating the visual. Something I can do here also for images is asking to just do, no questions asked. This makes sure it generates the images. Sometimes ChatGPT decides to ask questions. And yeah, let's wait for the result of this first prompt chain while we set up our next iterations. So as you can see, it ran perfectly for this idea and for the other language that is Spanish. But let's input all the ideas that we have that are here. So let's take them. This is my next idea, so here it is. Then I have this one here, idea number 4, and finally idea number 5. So there it is, and I'm going to keep it in Spanish because that's my native language, so it just makes sense. I'm not going to run the first iteration because I already did that, so I'm just gonna delete it, and now I have all the following ones that I want to run. So yeah, let's check it out. As you can see, it did the visual in the style that I like it. I just gotta change, for example, the logo and some stuff, but it's like a very good first draft, and yeah, let's check it out. So let's run it. So as you can see, it finished and it's giving like impressive results. So let's check it out. We're gonna refresh all the ideas that we had. So yeah, basically this was the inspiration. It created the visual, and then we started with the ideas. And as you can see here, it has like a beautifully formatted LinkedIn post that actually it's looking pretty good in the matter of the content. Then also here I have a beautiful image that is pretty similar to the one that I actually trained on. I can just have to change the law and that's it. And then the results are pretty similar for all the other iterations, and yeah, the chain is working like wonderfully. So yeah guys, that's all for this video. I hope you now know how to create a chain and actually scale it efficiently with GPT Chain. And yeah, that's it guys. Keep automating with OmniPro.